Hey up, guess who? It's me, Uncle Mark, with your belated birthday shout-out to our Judy. Happy belated birthday, Judy lass. And here's a present by way of a poem, and it's called Albert and Lion. There's a famous seaside place called Scarborough. It's noted for fresh air and fun, and Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with young Albert, their son. A grand little lad with young Albert, all dressed in his best, quite a swell, with a stick, with horse's head handle, the finest that Woolworths could sell. Well, they didn't think much to the ocean. The waves were all fiddling and small. There were no wrecks, and nobody drowned. In fact, nothing to laugh at all. So seeking for further adventure, they paid and went into the zoo, where there's lions and tigers and camels, and light ale and sandwiches too. There were one great big lion called Wallace. His nose were all covered with scars, and he lay in a somnolent posture, with the side of his head on the bars. Well, Albert had heard about lions, how they were ferocious and wild, and to see Wallace lying so peaceful, why, it didn't seem right to the child. So straight away the brave little fella, not showing a morsel of fear, took his stick with its horse's head handle, pushed it in Wallace's ear. Well, you could tell that the lion didn't like it, for giving a kind of a roll, he dragged Albert inside the cage with him, and swallowed the little lad all. Well, Pa, having seen the occurrence, and not knowing what to do next, said, "Mother, yon lion's at Albert." Her mother said, "Oh, I am vexed." Then Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom, quite rightly when all's said and done, complained to the animal keeper that the lion had eaten their son. The keeper were quite nice about it. He said, "Oh, what a nasty mishap. Are you sure it were your son is eaten?" Pa said, "Am I sure? There's his cap." The manager had to be said for. He came and he said, "What's to do?" Pa said, "Yon lion's at Albert, and him in his Sunday clothes too." And mother said, "Fair's fair, young fella. I think it's a shame and a sin for the lion to go and eat Albert, and after we'd paid to get in." Well, the manager didn't want trouble. He took out his purse straight away, said how much to settle the matter, and Pa said, "What do you usually pay?" But mother, she got a bit awkward, thinking where her Albert had gone. Said, "No, someone's got to be summonsed." So that was decided upon. So off they went to the police station in front of the magistrate chap. They told him what happened to Albert and proved it by showing his cap. The magistrate gave his opinion, said no one were really to blame, and he said that he hoped the Ramsbottoms would have further sons to their name. At this, mother got proper blazing. "And thank you, sir, kindly," said she. "What waste all our lives raising children to feed ruddy lions? Not me."